Well, good evening, good morning or good afternoon, folks. How are you? Very warm festive wishes to you all, and thank you for popping over just to check out this wee recipe once again. If you're new and this is your first time here, my name's Cheryl. This is What's for Tea, and tonight I've rustled up some of these wonderful festive chocolate rum truffles. This is my second time doing this because I'd done it earlier and they just did not set, and I put that down to the fact that I used quite a lot of rum flavouring. So this time around I've used actual rum and they worked out beautifully. I don't know what happened, it must have been something to do with the mix, but they work wonderfully if you actually use rum. If you don't like rum, I would suggest just leaving it out altogether. There are very, very few ingredients in this, so use a decent quality chocolate and also a decent quality cocoa, because apart from the cream, you know, that's all you're using. You'll also need something to roll them in. I've used chocolate vermicelli and I've also used cocoa powder, but you could use crushed nuts or crushed biscuits or even, you know, crushed anything you like. As long as it goes with chocolate, I suppose you could use anything, even brown sugar. I think these would be nice rolled in, but they're really easy to make. So let me go and show you how I managed to put them together eventually. So the first thing you want to do is get a bowl over some simmering water, and we're going to melt your chocolate. This is 200 grams of dark chocolate. Pop that in, followed by your double cream. This is 150 ml of double cream, or in the States, I think this is called heavy cream. You just want to melt this together under, you know, a very slow simmering water until it's all melted. Then into a bowl, pop 150 grams of chocolate cake crumbs. Any old cake will do. And then pop your melted chocolate in, and you want to give this a good stir together along with 1 to 2 tablespoons of rum. Again, any rum you like. Give it a good stir together, and believe it or not, that is it. So what you want to do now, you want to refrigerate this for about an hour, but I've popped mine into a glass bowl, you know, just to make it even colder. But whilst you're waiting, during that hour, do come back a couple of times and give it a good stir, because it will want to separate. So if you give it a good stir a couple of times whilst it's chilling, you will end up with a mixture that looks like this. And you'll be able to pick it up and mould it into balls. You know, it'll be lovely and stiff and just like a thick Play-Doh or plasticine, something like that. And it will be really, really easy to roll. As you can see, you know, super easy. And I'm just going to roll mine in some chocolate strands or chocolate vermicelli. And you can see how easily they are sticking there. You know, they're wonderful and so delicious. And Mr. What's for Tea is going to come in and give me a hand, because there are actually 13 of these things to roll. You can do these any size you like. Obviously, the bigger you do them, the less balls you're going to get. Ours were just under or just over walnut size, I would say. So I rolled most of mine in the chocolate strands, and I also done a few in the cocoa powder as well. But like I said, you can roll these in more or less anything. Chopped nuts, chopped biscuit, you know, chopped flake bars, whatever you like. And I've just popped mine onto a wee presentation dish here. Not that we used this, this was just for the photo. But these would be wonderful for gifting as well. You know, if you pop them into a wee box with some tissue paper or something like that, or even into these wee sweetie bags that you get, and they're just like a lovely cakey, fudgy texture inside. So that was it, super easy. But just before I go, a big thank you, as usual, to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page, and to the new channel members as well. It's very much appreciated, guys, so thank you once again. So do let me know if you're planning on giving these a go, because there are a few of you who have contacted me on Instagram saying that you're waiting on the recipe. You know, apologies for that. Like I said, I did make a batch that just did not set, and I think that was due, like I said, to using too much of the flavouring, because the flavouring itself didn't have a great deal of flavour, and when I added it to the chocolate, you know, the flavour was completely lost. So I added a wee bit more and a wee bit more and a wee bit more, and I ended up using more than half a bottle, and I think it just prevented it from setting. So if you are going to use the rum flavouring, please do use it sparingly, but I would just leave it out altogether together because it really didn't do much for the flavour of the truffle, if I'm being honest. Just go with rum all the way, but like I said, if you're not wanting to use rum at all, just leave it out completely and have them as chocolate truffles. But they are very, very simple to make if you use the right quantities. So thank you all very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas if I don't see you before then. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Take care and bye for now. Bye now.